But God created the two of you guys to love each other. So allow yourself to trust in that. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In case you're new here, my name is Kim. This is Core Union. I have something I want to share with you guys. It's from a session that I recently had with one of my clients. She's been at this for a good amount of three-dimensional time, which is just a construct of our minds, of our ego minds, of the solidified 3D matter. And she's gone through a lot and she continues to persist. And something that her SP said to her recently, I think is one of the most profound things that I can share with you because it's just so perfect and proof of how when we are ourselves protecting ourselves and reserved, what that from the 3D perspective, what might be happening in your mirror soul's heart and mind as it relates to you. This is just more proof that when you feel deep down in your heart and soul, a deep desire that this is my love, this is my one, this is my person. Just my opinion. If in the 3D, a lot of upheaval is happening, meaning a lot of things are being said, things are happening that go against you guys as a unit, as a strong power couple unit together. It's a good idea to pull yourself out, and this is to protect the love. It's not to abandon anybody. It's not to reject anybody. It's not to be a jerk and, kind of use 3D manipulation, like what most dating coaches would suggest, like have them feel the loss of you and all of this manipulative stuff. It is not that. It's to protect your belief system. It's to protect you and them for the longevity, for the long haul. And I know sometimes it's hard to do that because you want to hold on to the dynamic of how it is in the 3D, hoping that through persisting it'll change. And for some people it will. But if the 3D circumstance keeps getting to you over and over again, it's like knocking you down, knocking you down, knocking you down. And it's just deepening the 3D story, which is just your belief system and your programming from your past being projected so you can see it, so you can let it go and allow yourself to have this beautiful, holy, sacred love between you and your one. I do think this is going to be a short and sweet video, but I do think that this one thing that her SP said to her is going to help. But I know a lot of you guys just say it, Cam, just say it, get to it. Okay, before I do, and I'm going to share a few other things with other clients that I've heard this past week also. Before I do get into this, if you do want me to be your coach to help you manifest your specific person back or to change the dynamic or to help you manifest anything related to finances, health, security, new business, promotions, I can help you with literally anything. Feel free to email a short description to kim@coreunion.com. And please email me directly. Do not email me through the website. A lot of people, I have my inbox is inundated with messages, and a lot of it is from the website. Those messages get buried because from my view, they're actually grouped in a different way, and there's nothing I can do to change that. So please email me from your email to my email. So it's kim@coreunion.com. Just give me a short description of what's going on. Then go to my website, coreunion.com, and schedule either a single session or a package. That's up to you. Okay, so before I tell you what happened with my client's specific person, I do want to bring up another client's manifestation that she just had. She's also wanting to manifest things with her specific person too. There's a lot of trauma from when she was growing up. Her mom was bipolar, I believe. And so growing up, she didn't realize that she was becoming very hyper vigilant because she didn't feel safe, because she would get, she didn't know from one day to the next. Love wasn't safe. It was very unpredictable. What version of her mom was she going to get? So it put her in that place of being hypersensitive, hyper vigilant, always not knowing what to expect. So having our guard up that I can't rely on people. I can't allow myself to feel safe What she realized was, so and what I love also with her is that she doesn't get caught up like a lot of you guys in the community, and I'm saying this with love. A lot of you guys get too caught up in the whole definition of God, and you don't need to. All you need to do is have a level of trust in the process. And whether you think of God as being an entity outside of you, or if you have realized that you and God are one, when you accept that and trust that, it doesn't matter. You're an instrument of God. Your physical human vessel is an instrument of God. And all that power and wisdom of God is within you when you open yourself up to that. So what I like with her is that no matter what, she wakes up and she does her form of prayer with God, where she's giving thanks for everything that she's manifested so far. And this isn't the language that she used, but it's very similar. And then she goes into seeing her own power, then she goes into love, and then kind of just addresses all of the different relationships in her reality. And it's perfect. Her mom recently reached out to her and said things like, I love you so much. You are like, you mean everything to me. I love you so much. And initially, her reaction to that was from the pain from the active ego from when she was growing up, understandably and valid. But it was that program running still, that program that caused her to be hypervigilant and not be able to trust in love. And initially she was angry and she was talking to her SP and she was just like, this really pisses me off that she doesn't acknowledge what she did to me. It's like, she's just like, oh, brush everything under the table. And I love you. Just let me love you. And her SP said, hey, because the SP he lost his mom. So he says to her, she's extending you an olive branch. Life is short. And so I said, that's beautiful, but I also want you to recognize something. Because you've been doing the inner work on a deeper level, you've healed that between you and your mom. You've healed that. And that's why she was able to come in now after so much time and say the things that she said, because you're healing that little part of you. She recognized that no matter what her SP ever said, she used to be so hypervigilant. Nothing he ever said was enough. And she remembered a time when he said something like, I think of you all the time. I think of us together all the time. I want you. I don't want anyone else but you. You're all that I want. And even after that, her thoughts were, well, then if that was the case, then why this, why that, why this, why that? Or it's just that she just couldn't take it in and accept it because of that little active program from what happened when she was a child with her mom. So she was projecting that out and not allowing herself to feel safe and to actually take in what her SP was saying. This isn't the case with everybody. This isn't the same thing with all collectives, but this is just an example. And so when she taps into that power, then she's able to stop being so hypervigilant. A few other things were really awesome that she manifested with her SP. But the good thing is that now she can see the evidence in her 3D reality, that she can actually take in things that, she can accept, she can forgive and forget and accept the love from her mom. She can also accept the love from her SP and allow that communication to deepen, allow more quality time. And she's also seeing other evidence of other things that happened in terms of with things with his child. She has children from someone else. He has children from someone else. And if she chooses to send me more, I'll create another video on that too. So now to the first thing that I wanted to mention, because this is so incredibly powerful, just to prove that it's all within you. So what you're feeling, your specific person is feeling. You have to accept the oneness of this. There's no division. We are all one. We are literally all one. She persisted through a very, very long time of no contact, of crickets. At one point, so we've been working together for several months now. At one point, she ended up just telling her SP, so this was a few months back now, she told her SP how much she felt for him. And of course there was a subconscious thing that this was there was going to be a thing of rejection because that was still active within her. So he said something that she didn't want to hear in the 3D. And of course, it threw her back. But we had our meeting. She continued to persist. She let that go. And of course, she's going through the wavering because that's normal. So time is passing, and a matter of probably a couple months passed. He came back, and it was going from text messages, sporadic, sometimes crickets again, more text messages to phone calls to then FaceTime. Then it was going to FaceTime where he's sharing more and more with her. He's sharing her with his mom while they're on FaceTime. So it's the communication is growing. It's growing in intensity. It's deepening. And then this is the most profound thing that I wanted to share in this video. She then again said something to him along the lines of, why is it that so many times, if you feel these things, why is it that when I text you or I call you, why sometimes do you not get back to me? Like, and what he said was amazing. He said, I see every single message that you ever send me, every text and every phone call. And I want to respond to each and every one of them. But there's a little man inside of me that stops me. And when she said that, I was like, that's it. That's it. Do you see the beauty in this? Do you see how profound this is? It's so powerful. That little man that's inside of him stopping him is the little part in you that stops yourself from allowing him in. Okay, so really take that in. Let go of the stuff that you projected onto your person and go within, do a little revision, forgive, forget, detach the old story of your trauma from when you were growing up. That's a program running. Detach that from your person, because no matter what, if you don't detach it from them, no matter what they say or do, you're not going to be able to take it in. You won't be able to see it. But God created the two of you guys to love each other. So allow yourself to trust in that. Detach it from them. Forgive, forget, go to your past, do a little revision, and then allow yourself to only see you and your person as loving each other deeply, profoundly. Okay? Sorry, I got really passionate with this, but I just thought this was going to be so helpful for you. I pray that this message reaches you guys. So if you need me, just reach out. Please do affirm down below that you know that all of the love and all of the power and all the wisdom is already within you. Okay? By the pearl. I love you. Amazing. Have an amazing day. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.
Nothing can come, nothing can come, nothing can come between us.